Have you seen the latest upheaval on The View? It feels like every week the show finds a new way to unravel. Once the premier morning talk show that everyone eagerly awaited, its golden days are now a distant memory. Replaced with sharp opinions, awkward silences, and non-stop drama. Ratings are plummeting faster than a January gym membership. And Sunny Hostin seems to be leading the freefall with no breaks in sight. Meanwhile, Disney's Bob Iger, already juggling crises across the company, looks like a rodeo cowboy without a rope, trying to wrangle the chaos. At the center of it all, Hostin is dishing out more heat than a ghost pepper eating contest. Crossing the line from bold commentary to setting the stage ablaze, she's been skating on thin ice with Disney and ABC for a while. And now that ice isn't just cracking, it's about—
You have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charge.
Sunny Hostin's presence on The View is igniting even more buzz, with her recent on-air remarks taking the drama to an entirely new level and leaving everyone talking. Her sharp commentary has tongues wagging and tensions rising, pushing the show deeper into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Let's dive into the specifics of her latest statements that have viewers and executives alike on edge. Out this clip to see firsthand how she's stirring the pot and setting the stage for even more headline making.
How to take the trash out, Donald Trump. Trash that has been collecting since 2016. And that's you, Donald Trump. And finally, my fellow Puerto Ricans, Trash Collection Day is November 5th, 2024. Don't forget it.
Haven't just ruffled a few feathers, they've sent those feathers flying straight into Disney's executive boardroom. And when you're part of one of their prized assets like The View, that's a big problem. Insiders reveal that Disney and ABC have finally hit their breaking point, slashing Sunny's annual salary from $8 million to $5 million starting in 2025. A staggering $3 million cut and a crushing blow, especially since her projected raises that would have boosted her to $12 million are now off the table. It's like being promised a decadent multi-layered cake only to have it yanked away before you can taste it. To make matters worse, she's been barred from guest appearances on other shows, cutting off potential side income and leaving her essentially grounded by Disney executives who are firmly saying, "Nope, not happening." Why the sudden crackdown? Sources indicate that Disney and ABC are placing the blame squarely on Sunny, holding her responsible for The View's declining ratings, a hefty accusation considering the show has always thrived on clashing opinions and controversy. But it seems Sunny's actions have outpaced even Whoopi Goldberg in the keeping producers up at night category. This shakeup underscores both the immense pressure within the show's leadership and the high stakes surrounding its future. Now, all eyes are on Sunny to see how she responds to these drastic changes and what it could mean for her.
Over at The View had some choice words for Brittany Mahomes, who's married to the other Mahomes guy who plays for the Chiefs. She had the temerity to like a Trump post online, and she's been taking shit for it ever since. She wound up posting this defensive tweet saying, "God, people are like, you gotta settle down, like, go be a better person and don't jump all over people for just random."
Sunny isn't staying silent, far from it. She's furious and firing back with allegations of sexism, racism, and misogyny. Whether you agree with her or not, she's playing those accusations like a poker pro going Allen at a Vegas tabula. Audacious move, that's classic Sunny. Bold and
Worry not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. I know that as a country, it's very difficult for people to believe that racism and misogyny, they're just alive.
Bob Iger and the Disney team seem unfazed, standing their ground as if to say, "Great, another crisis to handle," which is hardly surprising given the challenges they're juggling, from a struggling streaming service to declining park attendance. And now The View debacle. The gossip surrounding Sunny is intense and juicy, with whispers that ABC is seriously considering letting her go and possibly bringing in someone new to shake up the dynamic. And Whoopshy challenge Whoopi enjoys perspectives. As Sunny fights to hold on to her spot, she's doubling down on her bold opinions, reportedly telling executives who asked her to dial it back. "Nope, not happening," almost audibly declaring, "Nobody tells me what to do here." The kicker? Sunny might need to update her resume as her future looks uncertain, but stepping back. Is she really the problem? Or is controversy simply part of what has always driven The View? One
Person that's going to be
Well, she was
chief
on,
law
let me say this. She was on television. You know, that's the primary
She's not on television.
requisite.
Look, I've known
She
her.
was.
At least, listen, everything in life is relative,
election
people.
denialism
Okay.
is a very big
View for the drama. It had that addictive daytime soap opera quality, only with coffee cups instead of romantic entanglements. There was a time when viewers couldn't wait to tune in, when the mix of lively debate, clashing personalities, and real talk felt fresh and engaging, and the show truly commanded the morning airwaves. Somewhere along the line, though, that magic formula fizzled out. What was once a platform for thoughtful discussion and spirited arguments has devolved into one colossal dumpster fire, dominated by awkward pauses, over-the-top theatrics, and an endless cycle of controversy. Ratings are plummeting, advertisers are fleeing, and Bob Iger, bless him, is left trying to bail out a ship that's taking on water faster than anyone can patch the holes. It's like a never-ending game of whack-a-mole. Solve one problem and another immediately pops up. From The View to Jimmy Kimmel Live to Good Morning America, can the guy catch a break? Amidst this chaos, Sunny Hostin finds herself at the center, reaping the fallout from her own actions, but also serving as the latest symbol of a show and a network that can't seem to find its footing. Disney is scrambling to make adjustments, from slashing salaries to restricting appearances and reining in personalities, but the question is whether any of it will be enough to rescue a program that feels increasingly past its prime. Sunny's bold, unfiltered approach has certainly stirred the pot, drawing both attention and ire. But is she truly the villain here? Or is she just the newest casualty in a long, slow decline that has been years in the making? At the end of the day, The View's struggles reflect deeper challenges in keeping a legacy show relevant, balancing personalities, and navigating the complex dynamics of a media landscape that is shifting faster than the show can adapt. The real drama might not be just on screen anymore, it's in the boardrooms, in the ratings charts, and in the uncertain futures of those daring enough to speak their minds on a stage that no longer guarantees applause. The bigger question remains, is Sunny merely a scapegoat for systemic issues? Or is her boldness genuinely destabilizing a once iconic institution? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the coffee cups may still be there, but the drama and the